Assure Foods. Food safety is life. Assure Foods family, welcome to another presentation by Assure Foods, your plug for food. Today we will be engaging on the topic of food labeling in South Africa. We'll be doing an exposition of labeling challenges because we believe that this is one of the current matters that we are facing as a country. So in order for you to be informed more about food labeling, do tune in, watch the video, put in any comment you may have, any opinion, and any question you may have. Now, dear client, you might be asking yourself, what is a food label and why is it significant? According to the World Health Organization, a food label means any written, printed, or graphic matter that is present on the label, accompanies the foodstuff, or is displayed near the foodstuff, including that for the purpose of promoting its sale or its disposal. The purpose of food labels is to inform consumers about the composition and nature of products, to avoid confusion and to protect the consumer against misuse, risk, and abuse. Now, the content that is contained within food labels is as follows. There is marketing information which mostly includes the selling price, the brand name, and the commercial offers. It is also provided with safe storage instructions, preparation instructions, and handling instructions of the foodstuffs. Now, when it comes to the precautions that are contained therein, information on ingredients, nutrition, and the declaration of potential allergens and nutrition on health claims helps consumers to make informed decisions when making food purchases. Amongst many, one important aspect when it comes to food safety is the legislation that governs food safety. So for food labeling, the following legislation applies. The FCD Act R638, the Consumer Protection Act, Codex Alimentarius Commission, and Regulation 146, which is the labeling legislation of South Africa. As already mentioned, food labeling is one of the important aspects when it comes to purchasing food. Now, there are complying types of labeling and there are non-complying labeling. So for complying labels, you can expect the following. A food displaying a nutrition or health claim must provide the consumer with a nutrient declaration that should include the energy level, protein level, the available carbohydrates within the foodstuffs, the total fat, the saturated fat, the sodium and total sugar, the amount of the specific nutrient for which the claims made, and other nutrients that are relevant for maintaining good health as prescribed in a national legislation. Under the labeling guidelines, it is mandatory for the following information to be displayed on the labels of all food products produced in South Africa. The expiry date, the name and address of the manufacturer, the importer or seller, the country where the product is produced and packaged, the ingredient list containing all materials or ingredients used in the product, directions for use, special storage conditions, the net weight or volume of the product, a batch number, and a date marking. Now, this is to ensure traceability when it comes to the products. Now, here are the easy steps to note any foodstuff that has non-complying labeling. According to R146 labeling legislation of South Africa, food products shall not display the following. They shall not contain any logos, pictorial presentations, words, marks or descriptions that suggest that a product may be endorsed by a health practitioner or an organization, an association, a foundation, unless approved by the Director General and the company does not contradict the health claims criterion of the R146 regulations. A foodstuff should not contain the words healthy or health or other words or symbols implying that the foodstuff in and of itself is of a substance of a foodstuff that has health-giving properties in any manner, including the name or trade name, except in the case of the fortification logo for food vehicles. The words wholesome should not be contained within a foodstuff labeling, nor nutritious, or any word with a similar meaning in any manner, including the name and trade name. Claims that a foodstuff provides complete or balanced nutrition in any manner, including the name and trade name, should not be contained within the label of a foodstuff. The words cure or any other medical claim, including prophylactic and therapeutic claims, should not be contained within a labeling of a foodstuff. Now let's move to the big question of what can you do if you spot a non-compliant label. Now let's say you have brought this foodstuff and you have noticed that the labeling is not compliant. So what do you do? So if you do spot a non-compliant label, you can lodge a complaint using the online form which you can find at www.arb.org.za. And if you feel that a product is unsafe or you are being misled, you can file a complaint with a municipal environmental health practitioner who will investigate the matter further. The stipulated dangers of non-compliant labels are as follows. Misleading labels can lead to consumers' inability to receive complete information about food that they are eating, which could lead to health problems, including allergies and problems with diabetes and other comorbidities. Labels help consumers make informed choices about food that they buy. They help consumers to store and use food safely, and it also allows people to plan when they will consume the food based on the label that is displayed on the foodstuff. Now, all of which help to reduce food wastage. The presence of non-compliant labels now can lead to people being misled when it comes to how they can store the food, and it can also mislead them when it comes to reduce food wastage because the incorrect labeling might be on the expiry date. It can be on the products that are contained within that particular product as well. The benefits of correct food labels or compliant food labels rather is food labels represent the identity card of food products and therefore it reports composition, ingredients, and their relative amounts, and it informs the consumer about the quality, the origin, the processing, and preservation of a foodstuff. Now, this information stipulated above gives the consumer the opportunity to consciously choose what to purchase and also to have a time frame of when to use that particular food stuff. Now below is stipulated the conclusion or rather summary of everything that we have discussed today. Now that is all for now. We hope you did enjoy our presentation for the day. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do put a comment, do put your opinion, and press that like button for more videos that are coming after this one. Until next time, our dear clients, goodbye.